Guy here. Just getting back after a little break, trying to get to our third and fourth turns of Dead Panic, which you're looking at the board here for. Reason for the delay is I was waiting, my son and I were doing this playthrough together, but trying to work out our schedules so we could both sit down and do this as a recording. It was a little tough. We did have a great family night Friday where we played Flashpoint Fire Rescue. If you haven't played that, it's a great cooperative family game about firefighters trying to put out a fire in a building. But that's not what we're here to do today. We're here to play Dead Panic. So we are going to continue on with our turns 3 and 4. Now you can see here that we have a bit of a problem going on right here. It's pretty grim. There's lots of stuff going on with these zombies right here. We also have a few over here, 3 of them here. I mean, this whole section right here is in trouble, where the other side has some minimal issues going on. There's one zombie coming up here. One over there that Sandra, the police officer, has been taking care of. Sandra is the one that my son was playing, so we're going to continue on with that, but he was trying to clear the path for that survivor to get into the building and drop the radio part. So, just as a recap, the goal here is to defend this place while trying to put together a radio to call a rescue vehicle to our aid, and then eventually get everybody on the vehicle and escape. So far, like I said, we're on turn 2 and we're already having quite a bit of trouble. This seems to be a bit harsher and a lot less forgiving than Castle Panic. I'm not sure if that's the case yet, but anyway, without further ado, let's see if we can shoot down some zombies, defend the cabin, the unusually shaped cabin, and get these survivors in here because they're all carrying vital radio parts for our future existence. So, on to turn 3. Now again, I'm going to play Sandra instead of my son today, but maybe we'll get him back for another round sometime soon. So, on to turn 3. Turn 3, the bait counter moved to Al, our construction guy, and again, just reminding everybody of order of play. We get to perform 2 actions as survivors. Then we draw an event card. We move the zombies. We fight zombies, and the bait token will move on. So Al, our construction worker, he does have the special ability to repair walls. He's also got this shotgun, and I do believe that even though the wall is damaged, he might spend 1 action repairing the wall. Oh, it's a free action. He's going to repair the wall, and then take 2 shots with his shotgun. So let's move to the field of play here. And as you can see, this wall here has a token on it. So for his free action, yes, it is a free action, he is going to repair this 1 piece of the wall. It's probably going to get damaged right away again, but you know, the longer we can delay, the better. Then he is going to use his shotgun, which he has two ammo left. So his first action, he's going to shoot. See, it says damage 1 zombie for 1 point. Rotate to the next. So he's right here right now. He's going to shoot that and rotate it to 1. And I think we get to kind of pick. I'm debating. All these guys in the front row of him right there are 1s. But we got a guy who's going to come up, this guy here, this brute. I don't know if you can, let me get on him right here. Let's see if we can get it without the glare. Yeah, that little symbol there that shows the wall breaking, he gets the wall, it breaks. Doesn't matter if he hits it, doesn't have to hit a couple times. He'll break through the wall. So we could take him down a couple, but I think that we still have the immediate issue of these guys right in front of us. All of them are going to die with 1 point of damage. So we're going to take this one and kill it. And that will go back in the bag. And then for his second action there, he's going to take a shotgun. Boom. It'll be gone and discarded. And he can use it then as a club. And he'll use that last ammo to kill another guy here. Okay, now we do all the player's actions before we actually draw the event card. So we're going to move on then to the next. That was it for Al. He did everything he could possibly do. Killed 2 zombies at the wall there and repaired it. Now we're moving on to Ray. He has a rifle with 1 shot left and a tire iron. Unfortunately, he's on the other side of the field of play. So I do believe that he is, I mean, this is already tough for us. He can kill 1 more zombie there. So I do believe that Ray, who's standing here, is going to move up. And, oops, his standee came off. So let me put that back on and I'll move him and get him. Suggested that when you're playing with these standees that they do fall off, and sometimes it's better to do something to fix them permanently. But anyway, Ray took one action to move up there, and for his next action he's going to basically use the last round of his rifle, and he's going to kill another zombie there, which leaves that gives us one more turn basically before this guy comes up and these two come up and batter our walls down. We do have a creeper who's going to move twice, so he's going to damage the wall next turn unless we can do something to kill him. But that ends Ray's actions as well. Now we do have Barbara. Now Barbara is one space to the basically one space over. You can see her; she's right there. So our left, as we're looking at this field, she is standing right here, and she does have a zombie outside her door wall and another one coming up, and that space is free. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm thinking that we can, if she steps outside, she can kill that big zombie there with one hit. Now, if she does step outside, she's going to end up fighting the two other zombies in the same round. She does have a fire axe, which does give her, you can see here, let's go scroll over to her stuff here. She's got a fire axe. She's got an elephant gun that she can use as a club, and she's got a crowbar. But the fire axe will more than handle. This gives her +1 to her roll, which is great. And the target number on that guy right outside the wall there for her would be 7, so she'd need to roll a 6 on the dice, the 2 dice, and have to score a 6 with the fire axe. But it does 2 damage. It would kill that thing immediately. Like I said, unfortunately, then she'd have to fight. But I don't know what other choice we have, because if we don't have a ranged weapon right now. She could search and hopefully get a ranged weapon out of the cabin cards, but we don't know that that's the case. So I'm still thinking about what the best move for her would be. It's hard to say. I think we're going to do that. We're going to have her step out. Remember, walls don't impede the players at all. She's going to roll 2 dice and use her fire axe on this sprinter here, who will damage the wall this turn if we don't do something. Wow, she rolled a nice big number. So yeah, 9 plus the 1 is a 10. So we needed a 7 or better to hit that zombie, and that did 2 points of damage. So see, he was healthy. We do 1 point, we do another point, and he is toast. Okay, next up, that was actually all of her actions. Next up, we do have Sandra. So we're going to pause a second so I can move around the table and take her turn. Sandra has a pretty nice item. She can slay one zombie if she uses up her. She can automatically kill that shambler that's in her space right here. So you can see she's got a shambler next to her there that's going to damage her or attack her. Actually, I think on movement, this guy definitely is going to move in her direction. And these ones might end up shifting over to her. I'll have to see, look in the rules just to be sure how that plays out. But I think in their targeting, they will move toward a character if there's one visible to them in the next zone over. So that said, Sandra, she's got the chainsaw. She can damage one zombie for 1 point if she doesn't rotate it, or she can automatically kill a zombie. That shambler needs a 7 on 2 6-sided dice. I think for her first action, we're just going to take a chance. We're going to get the dice, and we're going to roll it, and success. 6, 7, 8. So she got an 8, and in her first action, killed that zombie without using up any of her gas in her chainsaw. So for her second action, if she stays there, the zombie moves toward her and doesn't damage the wall, but she has to then fight the zombie. If she moves in, she'll be able to search next turn. I think, though, that she needs a gun, because she gets to use 2 ammo in 1 shot, and she could really help with those big creatures coming. So I think then it'll damage the wall there. Well, we're going to have to risk it. I think for her second action, she's going to move back into the cabin so that she can search on her next turn. We also have the survivor making a mad dash toward the cabin. He looks like he's going to make it now that she's cleared that space out. But keep in mind that she is also damaged, so it wouldn't hurt for her to get inside and have Ray, the paramedic, heal her up. So that is going to earn or end the player's turn for turn 2. Now we're going to draw the event card and see what happens. Okay. Well, this actually wasn't too good. So we're going to bring out zombies equal to the number of characters. I don't say players because this is technically a multiplayer game where we're playing it. And all, as you can see here, all shamblers move 1 additional space during the zombie movement phase. So basically, that stroke of luck that we thought we'd have saving that wall there, not going to happen. Well, I take it back. It's going to do, well, there's not as many shamblers as I thought. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to start the zombie movement. I'm going to get the zombies out of the bag, start the movement, and we'll pick it up from there. This is again turn 2. So we do have some zombies to move. I already placed them. We got 2 in zone 2 that came out here. We got another one come out in zone 4. Another sprinter come out in zone 1. Shambler in that zone there. Basically all the ones that are in the other zones here. So I guess the good news is not all of them were shamblers that came out. They're not going to get a double move. But first we're going to move these shamblers up, and we'll start with the inner ring. So this guy here, he's going to actually move. I need to clarify that. I need to look at the rules and make sure that his double movement actually will damage the wall twice, just to be sure. Be right back. This double movement thing just about did us in here. So this wall here is actually now going to be destroyed because that zombie is going to hit it twice. So I'm going to remove that from the board. As you can see now, there's a nice devastated wall space there, and the zombies can walk right into the place. Now, he doesn't move any farther. It took both his actions to do that, but the fact is, it's done. And in space zone 4, this guy gets to move 2 up to here, so we're in even bigger trouble. Actually, this guy here, the survivor, I don't believe they move all that fast. I think it's just 1. Let me look at here. You know, the one thing that's missing from here is and it's got a pretty good reference card, but it doesn't show little details and things. So I'm just looking to see survivors and when they move. So anyway, it looks like, yeah, they're going to move 1 space during the survivors. Yeah, 1 space. Okay, so this survivor is going to move up 1 closer to this wall. He's got a safe run there. No one's going to really stop him. Okay, this one here, he's going to move up 2, but he's not going to damage the wall because he just got there. This brute is going to move 1. This shambler here is actually going to destroy this wall. I mean, this was a devastating event card for us because these shamblers were much more devastating than they should have been. This sprinter right here is going to move up 2 as we go around the board. Tell you, this is some crazy stuff. Okay, so you know, actually, no, she moved back in the building. That's right. Okay, anyway, here we got a shambler who's going to move up 1 and attack. We've got a brute who's just going to move up 1, and another shambler who's going to move up 2 and end up at the wall. All 3 of them in the same space. So she's going to have to fight all of them. This shambler is going to move up 1, do another point of damage to that wall. This creeper only moves up 1, and this guy moves up 1. So there you have it. That's our moves for the zombies this turn. Now we have to do some zombie fighting. Hold on, we'll get right back to that. We had a bit of luck there. When I looked at the zombie movement rules, one of the big things it talks about is that the shamblers will move toward a target first. Well, survivors count as a target, so I backed these 2 spaces up just to make it right. So basically, this survivor is going to move up here. He's going to move first, but this zombie is going to move over here and attack, and then this one is going to move up twice there. So that wall is still intact. The only wall that came down was this one. Now, the first thing we're going to do is resolve this fight here between the zombie and the survivor. Now, the survivor hasn't been damaged, so they're going to do a point of damage to each other. The survivor is going to take a point of damage, and that zombie actually was killed. So, bit of luck there. Okay, now we got the big fight over here with our friend Barbara. Now, she does have a fire axe, which gives her +1 on her rolls. So we're going to move over there and do some 3 rounds of zombie combat. Recommend we do here. We stack the zombies up on the left of the character to denote whether or not they fought, and then we start to roll our fight dice. Now, again, that shambler there, she needs 7. She does have the fire axe, which she's going to use to fight these zombies. She's going to roll, and she rolled a 4, 5, 6, 7. She got that one. So, well, if this one was damaged instead of killed outright, we would move it over to here and show that we fought it, but it was killed outright, and she took no damage. Now, this could end up being lucky if we continue to get some good. Well, there you go. 3, 5. We rolled a 5. Even with her bonus, that is not a win. So she is going to take her first injury. Bam, she actually got hurt. And we're going to take that zombie right there. We're going to move it over to here. Show that she fought it and lost. Now, the good news is the fire axe actually does 2 points of damage. So she could kill this brawler in 1 hit. Let's see, she does need to make a roll of 8 or better to attack that zombie. And it has a special ability. I want to check on the brawler special ability. See the 2 dice there with the 8? That means that the zombie actually breaks ties on doubles. If he gets double 8s, he automatically wins. So we're going to roll for our hero. And, oh man, did we? Yeah, okay. Anyway, where'd the dice go? I never found the dice. Okay, they're over here. We did win that fight, and it was not doubles. So now her fire axe does 2 points. So the brawler is actually, just to show you, hold on. The brawler is actually slain. The brawler takes 2 points of damage. Again, wins ties during melee combat. And since the fire axe does 2 points of damage, that brawler has been killed. So that was not a terrible round, all things considered. We could have lost a wall. We could have lost a character. So our good friend Barbara the convict actually did quite well. So that is going to actually end the round. I'm going to kill that brawler, put him back in the bag, and that'll end our round for turn 3. And we'll be moving on to turn 4 after I pass the bait token from Al, the construction worker, to Ray, the paramedic, who will then become first player. Card, and that cabin card is going to be hammer and nails. So we can rebuild the wall in an area. Oh, rebuild the wall. Okay, well, we know what he's going to be heading toward to do then. And then when we do that, we also get to flip this over, and it becomes a weapon. So that was a good find for Ray. We're going to put that with his card, and for a second movement, he's going to say, Al, sorry, man, I hope you can hold the line here, but I've got to head toward this wall and see what we can do. Of course, his base fell off again. So I will fix that and come back right back for Barbara's turn. Moved over there now. Now it's Barbara. Well, she has that zombie still, the one that survived in her space. She can attack it again. That might give her a little bit of a break there. You know, there's a couple things she could do to save this wall. Might put her in a sticky situation depending on what happens with the zombie draw. But the first thing she's going to do for her action is she's going to attack that shambler. And she rolls, what is it, a 7. Been doing pretty good. So she rolled exactly what she needs to hit, but she has a +1. So the shambler is gone. And then for her second action, I believe that she's going to, God, this is a hard decision. Does she move back in the building? Does she pull the zombies to her? You know what? She's going to move here. And I'll show you why that's going to come into play. All those zombies are going to start falling after her, and only one of them can get to her. Actually, none of them can. Well, there's a sprinter over there. He can get to her. The rest of them can't. They're just going to move over, and then she can bolt back to the building. So we're going to use her as zombie bait, even though she doesn't have the bait token. And that's going to end her turn. Last up, we have Sandra there, she's still got her chainsaw, but she is inside the building. And she is going to first draw. She needs a firearm, so she's going to first draw a cabin card. Let's see. I don't know what this does. Rope. Sorry, I'm trying to get it. Move another character or survivor up to 2 squares. play at no additional cost. Okay, so that's going to be interesting for her. We'll put that with her card over here and see how that goes. That is basically all of the players' turns for turn 4. We're going to go back and now we're going to do the zombie, draw an event card and do the zombie moves, etc. So here's our event card for this turn. Let's see what it says. Closing in. Okay, all zombies in the woods move 1 additional space. That's good, there aren't any. Space during the move zombie phase. There aren't any, but we're still going to put out zombies equal to the amount of players. That's what the number sign means. And I'll do that and come right back. It seems to be that this side of the board is much more popular to the zombies than the other side. So what we have here is we had a big one, a brawler, come out there. We had a creeper come out here. A creeper come out there. And by the way, it said the woods in the zombie movement phase, so these zombies in the woods are actually going to move. So this one up in number 4 is going to move. Let's see if I can get the glare off of this. Sorry. This creeper is going to move up 1 as well. And this, it's a shambler, and then this creeper as well. So all 4 of those have moved now. And now we get on to additional movement. Yeah, so that's actually... Man, that's... Here we go again, guys. Okay, so we didn't take care of the brute. So the first thing he does is blast this wall down. It is gone. Gone, gone, gone. This creeper moves into there, as does the shambler. And that's the extent of that. Yeah, that way we keep at least keep that one zombie out of there. Now this guy over here, oh wait, you know what? Here we go again. I did this on purpose, and I keep forgetting about the zombie movement. So we're going to back that up. They can all see Barbara, who's right here. She already has 1 shambler with her, so I mean this may be the first character that actually goes down on us because I wasn't expecting all the zombie to. Well, should have known better. Anyway, this creeper is going to move into her space. Now they can't move up to her, but I've got to see, look at the rules real quick about movement to see if they're going to move back or just over toward her. Hold on just a second. Move immediately to the right or to the left depending on the field of view. So they're going to move here, here, and here. Okay, and that's going to end their movement. But they all did move over to head toward Barbara because she's in their field of vision. She's right there. Now there's a... Yeah, there's a... Well, our 1 survivor may not make it. Okay, well we have 1... No, oh, the survivors go first. So this guy actually gets into the building first because he's going to move before the zombies move, if I remember correctly. I'm going to check that too. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Survivor there moves first, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us because the sprinter is going to do bam, bam, 2 points to this wall. And now the wall that we did have up for a round is gone. And this brute is going to move there. Over here we do have this 1 shambler who's going to get move. That is going to put a damage token on that wall right there. And then we have these guys here. Now they can see, again, they can see Barbara. So this creeper is going to move over here. And these guys are all going to move over into this space. At least they're congregated in an area, thankfully. Now, next we go on to zombie fighting. Oh, and by the way, the first piece of our radio is in the cabin now. We are going to stop, and then we're going to do this pretty big, sizable fight here with Barbara. Be right back. I actually moved all the creepers, but what I was supposed to do before that was roll a die. I see that number there that says 4. Can't really see it because of the glare, of course. 4 and then move. That means they move only on a 4+. I rolled the die and I rolled a 5, so I don't have to retract any of that. But once again, we're here. We're going to stack all these guys up over here, and she's going to take them out one at a time. I think we're going to put this shambler here on top and go with him first. Get him out of the way because he's a more vicious attack. Wow, rolled really well. Here we go. 10. Boom. So we did kill this shambler. Of course, she's still in jeopardy. She could still die. 1 more hit and she's history. So the next creeper. Wow, nice. 11. So creeper's down. So now she will not die this turn. This turn. Okay. And 6. Oh, wait, but she's got her fire axe. So 7 is one more, and she killed the third zombie. That was the end of that fight. That was pretty brilliant. She did really well. There are no more fights going on, so that's going to end turn 4 and our session right now. And then we'll be moving the bait token from Ray over to our convict Barbara, who's been walloping it up with that fire axe. And next time we have a session, we'll do turn 5 and 6. Well, you know, we lost 2 of our walls so far. Here's the map as it looks right now. Let it focus for a minute. There you go. You can see that we got some hairy situations still, but we came out of that a little better than I thought we would. So I could complain, but I thought that we'd have a dead survivor or 2, maybe more walls broken down, particularly this one right in front of us where the door is. And I didn't know if that survivor would make it. So now that survivor's in the house, they actually help fight as well. So that's not such a terrible thing. We have 2 more survivors in the bag to come on out. So hopefully we'll get one of those soon when we're doing our zombie draws, or a card will come up that allows the survivor to come out on automatically, which would be nice as well. So that ends turn 4. Thanks for watching, and we will be back much more quickly with turns 5 and 6. The way I have it situated right now with my son is we're in agreement that if he can make it, he can. If he can't, he can't. And I'm going to continue on so that we don't have too much gap in between these playthroughs, because I've had some requests for other games, such as Fortune and Glory, and A Touch of Evil, a couple others, Agents of Smersh. So I want to get to some of these, and so to do that, we got to finish this playthrough though. So, or maybe run it simultaneously. However, those other games take up quite a bit of table space, which is one of the reasons I'm not running 2 games at once like this. But that said, again, thank you very much for watching, and have a good evening.